And I'm back with another segment of Kim Possible, the Extremely Secret Files. Last time, our group tried to find Mr. Fizzwidget and ended up in a Thugs for Less prison. And now they are trying to break out of that prison, and a bunch of other stuff happened. So let's see if they're finally going to be able to get out of that prison and continue on with the mission of saving the galaxy. And Kim Possible's other mission. Alright, let's get started. They kept on their way, fighting off more robots through another corridor. They were eventually able to reach the hangar bay, where they reunited with Clank. Hey, Clank! Where have you been? Did you manage to run into your little friend? I do not know what you mean. Ratchet smiled at him in a somewhat mocking manner. Kim and Ron were confused. Little friend? Oh, just an admirer of Clank's. She helped us to escape. Okay, so what now? They looked around for a bit. Just then, Ron noticed something. Hey, Ratchet! Is that your ship over there? They looked over and noticed Ratchet's ship encased in a force field. Dang it! They impounded my ship! Really? It doesn't look like it was flattened to me. No, Ron. Impound means to take something and encase it. You know, as in confiscation. Oh, right. Wait. If the ship is encased in that force field, then that means... Oh man, we're still stuck here! Yeah, obviously we are, Ron. We are going to need to deactivate that force field if we ever hope to leave this place, unfortunately. How we are able to do that, I am unsure. So how will we? Kim pulled out the communicator. Why does it keep saying her communicator? Thought I'd fix that. Wade, come in. Kim? Thank goodness you're okay. I was worried about you. Where are you guys now? We're aboard the flying lab that Ratchet and I were on during the start of this mission. It's been taken over by the Thugs for Less and converted into a prison. We were a few of its prisoners. Were? Oh, and the Thugs for Less were bought out by Draken, who is now working with Mr. Fizzwidget and Megacorp. Wow, the bad news just keeps piling up. Tell us something we don't know, Wade. Well, if you guys are hoping to hear some good news, then you're in luck. I have been working on a few new gadgets that may help you guys out. Ratchet, I've looked into upgrading your wrench. I was researching the one that you lent me and have found out that I can incorporate a stronger, denser metal. I will need to have you send your other wrench so that I can look into that in exchange for your old one. Okay, I can do that. Wade's vendor reappeared. Ratchet placed his current wrench into the vendor. It was swapped out for his old wrench. He pulled it out of the vendor. Wade looked into the other wrench. Interesting. The metal from this wrench is surprisingly more durable, but the molecular structure seems a lot more advanced. I'll need to research this some more. In the meantime, I should tell you about the modifications that I have done with your old wrench. It should be much stronger than it was before. You'll notice it once you actually start using it. I think you'll be impressed by the results. I'll take your word for it. Thanks again, Wade. You rock. Wade smiled. So, Wade, any indications on where Draken and Shigo could be? They stole that container with all the shuttle pieces that I've collected. What? They've stolen every single piece of that space shuttle that we've collected? Why didn't you tell me? Because finding Ron was more important at the time. Actually, I think it should be more, why didn't you tell me sooner? Because finding Ron was more important at the time. Besides, I'm not worried about finding those two. We can handle that just fine. Well, I wouldn't be too sure about that. I can't seem to find Shigo anywhere, although I am able to pinpoint that Draken is still on that large vessel. Let's go find him. Point us in the right direction. He's due north. Take the first door on the left. Got it. Let's go. They rushed towards the door as fast as they could and ran in. They arrived within another corridor and navigated themselves through. They faced off against more robots. However, there was something different about them. The designs of these robots seem familiar. Could they be some of Draken's designs? I would think so. They look a lot like the kind that we have faced off against many times in the past. Along the way, they ran into Lilo and Stitch. Lilo? Stitch? What are you doing here? No, wait, don't tell me. You're looking for another one of your experiments, are you?
Yep, that's exactly right. But we just lost sight of it. Maybe you can help us find it.
Sure, perhaps we can help each other out again.
Sounds good to me.
Okitaka! Just then, they heard a loud crashing noise. What was that? It sounded like it came from behind that door. Let's go. They rushed through the nearby door almost immediately. When they ran through, they were shocked to find the corridor had its floors completely destroyed, crumbling to a large lava pit below. They looked outward and spotted Draken on another hovering vehicle, laughing maniacally. He became startled immediately after spotting them. Draken! Draken! That's better. Draken flew off on his vehicle. Come on! We can't let them get away! Kim and Ratchet, with the use of their flying equipment, flew across the lava pit. Ron and Lilo, Stitch crawled on the walls. They made their chase with Draken as they flew through the corridor. He made many attempts to lose them with a few devices such as explosives, and even tossed out some of his own robots at them. But they didn't stop them. They fought him as they chased down. Stitch sometimes jumped into his vehicle and lashed out at him in a vicious manner, but Draken would sometimes toss him out, with him either latching back on the walls or being caught by Kim or Ratchet, or sometimes even both. They were eventually able to bring him down. His flying vehicle fell near the very end of the corridor, where he jumped out of it. It fell into the lava pit. He was able to land on some of the flooring that hadn't been blown up. Ratchet and the others caught up with him eventually, and eventually cornered him. End of the line, Draken. There's nowhere left to run. Please hand over the pieces of Dr. Possible's space station that you have taken from Miss Possible, and you will not be harmed. Fine. He pulled out the container and tossed it towards Kim. Take it! She was able to catch it with ease. It won't matter anyway. The last of my plans are nearly complete. Soon I will unlock all the secrets of the impossible space station of the future, and then all of Earth will bow down before the might of Dr. Draken.
Not if we have anything to say about it, you bad man.
Just then they heard something blast through a nearby door. Stepping out of it was Shigo. There you are! What took you so long to get here? Sorry, I was getting the few final materials from that geezer. I don't even know how Mr. Brainless and Senile is even able to run such a large corporation the way he is. He makes you look like an actual genius. Let's just get back to the ISSF already, Shigo. Fine by me. She then summoned a huge amount of energy from her hands and tossed it on the ground, creating a huge flash that blinded everyone. Ha 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 ha! Farewell, Kim Possible! The next time we meet, the Earth shall be mine! When the flash had subsided, Draken and Shigo were already gone. They got away again.
Don't worry, we'll get them. I'll see to it that they won't succeed on their plans.
Soon enough, they arrived within a small room. Thanks again for helping us out with chasing down that Draken. Thanks for helping us out with chasing down that Draken, guys.
No need to thank us. The pleasure was all ours.
Oh, by the way, how is it that you know that horrible brute?
A while back, Draken snatched away Stitch because he was asked to do it by our enemy, Hamsterville. I remember that. It was another mission that Ron and I were called into.
Is that how you met Lilo and Stitch?
Yep, that's exactly right. Kim and I were able to rescue Stitch from that horrible man and green lady.
Oh, Draken did bad things to Stitch, so Stitch wanted to get even.
Huh, glad to hear that we share the same resentment with that guy. Suddenly, he started shivering. Did it just get cold in here?
I'm starting to feel it too.
What's going on here? Maybe the climate controls on the ship is malfunctioning. Kim then spotted something.
Hey, look!
They looked up and spotted another strange creature.
It's an experiment 012. No wonder it got cold in here.
Let me handle this. She pulled out another containment field and tossed it at the experiment, containing it completely. The room warmed up as the experiment was pulled towards them. Everyone stopped shivering. That's better.
Mahalo again, you guys. I think I would like to give you something in return for getting that experiment for us.
Lilo pulled out another monitor and held it out. Sorry. Thankfully, someone I know, reminded me of past tense versus present tense. Stitch and I
found this while we were looking for that experiment.
Now, there are two scenes that come with this video, but I really don't want to show it because they only address Ratchet and Clank, and this isn't just Ratchet and Clank, mind you. So I think I'm gonna read out a few of the lines that I just had written out for this. The scene shows Angela trying to give out intel to the guys, to the group.
Guys, I hope this gets through to you. I'm transmitting from the Thugs for Less fleet.
She ducked as a Thug for Less grunt walked by, then stood back up.
This ship just returned from a Megacorp distribution center, and I think I found the answer to...
She ducked again. The Thugs for Less leader walked by.
Achoo!
He noticed the sound of the sneeze immediately as he looked around. Hey, who's there?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Angela stood up. What are you doing here? He then noticed the screen. Ah-ha-ha! Sending a message to the boys and Missy Redhead, eh? Well, say goodbye, pallies. A grunt came by and grabbed Angela. Take her to headquarters. I am so happy for YouTube having cutscenes displayed. It was definitely the right time for me to start writing this story again. Whoa! Did you guys see that? Yes, I did. It seems as though Angela has some very important intel on the Protopets, and we have to rescue her from the thugs!
I agree. She seems to be in a lot of trouble, and who knows what they'll do to her.
Exactly! Ron took a little Did you see how that thug guy fell for her cat impression for a second there? What a bonehead.
Huh, that isn't any surprise to me at all.
I will upload the coordinates.
Stitch and I would love to help you guys save that girl, but we still need to look for more of Stitch's cousins.
It's okay. We'll take care of it from here. Thanks again for helping us out, Lilo. You too, Stitch.
We hope to see you again.
Goodbye, and Aga Chaba!
Lilo and Stitch left with the experiment. At that moment, Sorry. Man, that sounds so good. Kim pulled out the communicator. Kim, I've noticed that you got the ship parts that you have collected back from Draken.
Yep, we did, but we still have a problem. The Thugs for Less impounded Ratchet's ship when they incarcerated us, and it's now contained within a force field.
Wait, I think she already mentioned this. I can't remember. No, she didn't. Because, yeah. Don't worry, I've already figured out how to shut that force field down. I've been picking up energy readings of the force field emanating from within the room that you're in. Perhaps there's a switch to deactivate it. Ron looked around the room for a bit. You know, this place is pretty sweet. I wonder how they... He then tripped and fell on a switch, which deactivated the force field. Kim, Ratchet, and Clank immediately took notice of this, then looked at Ron. Nicely done, Ron. You've shut down that force field. Not exactly how I would have wanted it to be done, but I'm not complaining.
Yes, we can finally get out of here.
Yeah, come on, let's go. They rushed towards the ship, got in, then took off and flew away. They took another long flight all the way to the next planet, Dorn. As soon as they arrived, they were attacked by many Thugs for Less ships. This part of the game probably contains one of my favorite lines, and James Arnold Taylor really did a great job of making this sound so cool. I don't know if I could replicate what he did, but I'll do my best. I am detecting Thugs for Less ships at 1 o'clock. I'm detecting Thugs for Less ships at everywhere o'clock. It's payback time.
I'll take the second controls.
And with that, they battled against the Thugs for Less fleet at their base. There were smaller fighter ships as well as large cargo ships. The fighters were tough to hit, and the cargo ships were very difficult to bring down. But Ratchet and Kim managed to bring down every last ship with their phenomenal teamwork. The entire base was eventually cleared out.
Yes! We did it, Ratchet!
Yeah, good work, Kimberly. But it looks like the thugs moved Angela out of this quadrant. But where could they have taken her? I don't know, but see if you can pick up any transmissions on the Deep Space channel.
Okay.
Kim checked on the receiver.
Hold on. I think I found something.
All right. Second scene. If you're probably wondering what I'm reading this off of, I have a notepad that I've been writing this on, but you can't see it because I have my screen, what you're looking at now, set to only display what's on Windows, what's on the website. Okay, now I'll get started on this notepad that only I can see.
What is your problem? I'm trying to make a living here, and you guys keep lousing it up. Ratchet and Clank, eh? Kim Possible and, what's the blonde boy's name? Forget it. Look, if you guys don't hightail it back to where you guys came from, I'm gonna blast you into so many pieces. You'll need, well, there's going to be a lot of them, and I can tell you that. So you guys hit the road and don't even bother trying to find me, 'cause I've got wind. I mean, I'm like the wind. You'll never know where I might show up next. And I blow hot. And I can be cooling on a warm summer day. Well, you get the idea. Goodbye, morons.
He is just such an idiot. Yeesh, even his threats sound stupid. Oh, come on! Doesn't anyone around here know my name? Does he not realize that he just transmitted his exact location? It wouldn't surprise me even the least bit. As always, his actions are as dumb as him. Well, if he didn't realize it, then he's about to find out. Bringing the fight to him now, are we? Now we're talking. They left the planet and made their way to the next destination. How much time did I put on here? Okay. Yeah, that should be. It was another long flight, but they were able to make it to the next planet. Sneevelak. Or is it Snivelak? I don't know. I haven't really heard most of the names of these planets. There they arrived near the Thugs for Less headquarters. They landed and got out of the ship. They gave themselves a brief period of time to look around the entire place. Oh, this place seems kinda ruddy. Could this be the home planet of those Thugs for Less guys? I would think so. It is absolutely dreadful, so it does suit them quite well. Come on, guys, we have to find Angela. Yes, let's go. They rushed off as quickly as they could. They kept on going until they stopped in front of a massive obstruction. Looks like we've hit a roadblock from what it's... From what I can see here, there are 2 switches that can deactivate the gate. Unfortunately, they're both on the other side. You'll need to find another way around. He had a chance to look around, then became elated at what appeared to be an obstacle course of some sorts. Is that even a real phrase? He nudged Kim on her arm with his elbow. Hey, Kimberly, look at this! Kim turned around and looked at exactly what he was seeing. She also seemed elated to see this. So, how about it? You up for going along that with me? To reach the other side? Are you kidding me? Stuff like that is what I live for. Okay then, let's go. Oh, I love these moments. They rushed out together towards the obstacle course looking area. Ron and Clank stood on the sidelines and watched. Kim and Ratchet maneuvered themselves through the entire course. Sometimes they would help each other out. Other times they would use other things to help them maneuver through. There were plenty of obstacles in their way, such as enemies or even not being able to see a clear path ahead of them. But they always managed to find a way to get where they needed to be, and they always count on each other. Counted, because this story involves past tense, on each other whenever they need to. Their performances while maneuvering to the other side were indeed very breathtaking. Ron and Clank could not keep their eyes off of them. They were eventually able to make it to the other side and flip the two switches to deactivate the gate. Ron and Clank were able to rush through and regroup with them. KP! Ratchet! That was amazing! Yes, I have to admit those were spectacular maneuvers that you both carried out. You really think so? Well, duh! Of course! You're both amazing! Oh, stop it, you guys. It was nothing. Yeah, so not the drama? Kim nodded. Ratchet smiled. Come on, Angela can't be too far now. They rushed off into a large metropolis. The second that they entered the city, they were bombarded by another obstacle. A massive horde of thugs for less goons. Oh man, not these guys again! Well, what did you expect? We are on their territory after all. Ratchet pulled out his guns and readied himself for another tough fight. Let's do this! They rushed out towards the horde and fought against all of them. Ron, however, stood by, quivering in fear. It was a tough and very, very extensive fight. With one horde defeated, they ran into another, and of course another. It seemed as though a few times they wouldn't make it, but they really held their own during one battle after another. At one point during the fights, Kim pulled out the communicator. Wade, can you track where Angela could be? I'm picking up life signs of another Lombax in the middle of that metropolis. That should be Angela. I agree. Let's go. But I'm also receiving a signal of something incredibly massive that is very, very close to this life sign. Proceed with caution, you guys. I don't even know what this is. They keep persisting on, with Ron eventually following behind. When they were able to reach the middle of the city, they were startled with what they found. An incredibly gigantic robotic mech. The thug leader stood on its shoulders, laughing maniacally. Angela was trapped within a cage in its chest. Whoa! Wade wasn't kidding when he mentioned that there's something incredibly massive. That thing is gigantic! How are we supposed to fight that? I've taken down massive robots before, but this is a colossal challenge in more ways than one. Let's bring it down. Kim, Ratchet, and Clank readied themselves for an extremely tough challenge of massive proportions. Ron just ran and hid in a corner somewhere nearby. It was a very, very tough challenge that started off rough, but as the fight persisted on, they were able to hold their own. The thug leader gave out a lot of smack talk as he made many attempts to bombard them during the fight. With some ingenuity, a lot of quick thinking, and resourcefulness, they were able to bring down the massive mech and defeat the thug leader. Whew. You okay, Clank? Clank nodded once. How about you, Kimberly? Of course. Were there really were there really any doubts? Ratchet smiled at her, then made a displeased look on his face as he turned his head and looked towards a particular direction. You can come out now, Ron. The giant robot battle of doom is over. Ron peered out where he was hiding and timidly rejoined the others, who were annoyed at him. Let's just get out of here, guys. He was about to walk off, but Kim grabbed him by his arm. Ratchet? What? Ahem! He then looked towards Angela, along with Kim. Aren't you forgetting someone? Kim gave Ratchet an annoyed look. He looked back at her with a nervous grin. Oops, after we free Angela, of course. With one shot of his pulse rifle, he broke the bars from the cage, releasing her. She then jumped down towards them. Thanks. Now, before you run off, take a look at this. She pulled out another monitor. I picked it out of Lizard Boyd's pocket. Alright, let me see. I forgot to pull it out. This will not take long. I'm on the clock.
Log entry 4792. Returning from Megacorp's distribution center. I'm beginning to suspect that Megacorp has lied to me. The extra-large decorative paperweights being stored there might actually be an enormous supply of protopets. Which might explain that the whole facility is guarded by ravenous mutant creatures. Their warehouse ship may hold as many as 10 million crates, and with 100 protopets per crate, that could be as many as, 3.5 zillion protopets. A secret shipment that large can only mean one thing. Megacorp is up to no good. I will confront them as soon as possible and demand a bigger cut of the action.
Did I? Yeah, good. Okay. Phew. Yeah, okay. Phew. Kim pulled out the communicator. Kim, I was doing a scan of those crates that were displayed on that footage. The readings indicate that what that thug leader was saying was all too accurate. There are millions. Somewhat. Because he did the math wrong. Is anyone really surprised? There are millions of protopets contained within each of those crates. Who's that? Oh, we've never had you properly introduced to him. Kim held the communicator in front of Angela, with Wade being displayed on the monitor. Angela, this is Wade. He provides us with useful intel for all of our missions. Wade, this is Angela. Oh, you're that girl who took the... Yeah, we've already been over this, so we can just get past... So can we just get past that already? Oh, right. Sorry. Anyway, I looked into the shipping logs of those crates, and from what I can tell, it seems as though those crates are ready to be shipped to numerous planets in the galaxy. Are they insane? This is just a whole new level of sick and Ron beyond even a shred of doubt. Quite right, Ron. The galaxy is in far more danger than any of us would have ever imagined. And we know that Mr. Fizzwidget intends on setting off this catastrophe of monumental proportions. We should find and confront him on why we've wasted enough time on Mr. Fizzwidget already. If what you said about him unleashing a catastrophe on purpose is true, then that crazy old man really hasn't been the same person that I used to work for. Whoa, hold up. You used to work for Megacorp? Yes, in the genetics division, on the protopets, on fixing the protopets' flaws, as in making them into not a vicious and terrifying monster that wants to eat everything. Exactly! And I was this close to succeeding when Mr. Fizzwidget pushed up the release date. Whoa. You've been having it rough lately. That would be putting it mildly. Is it worth disrupting the protopets shipment? It's a start. But to stop them for good, we're going to need to break into Megacorp headquarters. Break in? And how do you suppose we do that? I happen to have an old Megacorp ID on my home planet. And you think we can use that to access Megacorp HQ? But of course, I'm pretty sure it's still valid. Okay, we'll head for the distribution center and do whatever we can. Do whatever we can there while you go and grab that ID. Best of luck to all of us. We're going to need it. I agree. Great. On a mission to save the entire galaxy. No pressure, right? Angela rushed off while Ratchet and the others head back to the ship and made their way to their next destination. Wow. That sure has been a lot. I think that should be enough for now. So, next time, the group will head over to the distribution center and do whatever they can to try and disrupt it. But will they be able to save the galaxy? Find out on the next episode. So until then, everybody, I will be continuing on more of this story. Okay, thank you. Bye.